Hey there, fellow cave spelunkers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Cozy Keep. Episode 2, Slaying Monsters and Mining Ores in the Mines. So over in this corner, we have got the dwarf, for lack of a better term. Archibald. He's a human. I want to enter the mine. The mine is the best place to gather ores and other materials for crafting. It has been a family business for years, but we no longer feel safe inside. This is a magical mine. The ores and materials respawn at an unnatural rate. Keep checking the loot every 2 to 3 days to make sure you have a weapon and a torch with you at all times. I just bought a mining pass for 100 gold. And I don't have a torch on me right now, but, you know, whatever. So you can mine ores, iron ore in the valley, but the amount is super low. The best place to mine ores and other resources like salt. Actually, there is no clay in the mine, so I don't know why it says clay. Coal is the mine. In order to gain access to the mine, you need to pay the right price to Archibald the Miner. Now, this is a pass forever. It's magical. It respawns. And then, you know, it has enemies in it. Cool. So here's the mine. And you'll see how terrible I am at QuickTime events. Some rope. Maybe I'll make another chandelier. I don't have a torch equipped. I really should have. Here's a fatigue potion that we can resell. Here's some iron ore. That's wonderful. Some mugs. All right, let's keep going. And this is absolutely the place that you want to come for iron and coal. So coal is going to be on the walls like this. And iron on the ground. And it will respawn every, like, 2 to 3 days. And my inventory is already too heavy. Yeah, that's kind of my fault. Let's see here. I'm going to delete my sticks. I'll come back and do some more mining. It is getting late in the day. It's like 6:30 in game, but you know, still got some energy. But what I should have done is like put my swords on display and lowered my carry weight before entering there. Could I get rid of my wooden tools? Yeah, I intend to probably just like sell them. Sell everything initially. So I might actually not even pull things from the shelves here. I'll just sell everything and then eventually phase them out. Because I'm trying to make as much money as I can, right? Let's put another table in here. Actually, let's do it like this. Now later on, I will unlock shelves that are better for like swords and stuff like that. That just that's a bit further down the tree. All right, so on more planks. But yeah, early game I would say sell everything. Don't worry too much about specialization. And then produce the things you want to specialize in, because you're going to be so poor at the start of the game that, like, yeah, you're going to need to just sell everything. But I will do my very best to try to only stock the things that I intend to sell long term. And I'm just going to keep building tables to display everything rather than to put them to storage. I don't need storage boxes just yet. Now, some things like ingots and leather I should hold on to, because ingots and leather can be made into produced goods that are going to be a lot better than raw resources. I also just leveled up, and I'm just going to choose Traveling Merchant because I think Traveling Merchant's a really important one to get first. I just unlocked the Special Orders board. The Special Orders board allows you to fulfill special orders for XP and coins, and then it will be displayed on this here. So if you see a bunch of like posters pinned there, that means you have a special order that you can fulfill. Which currently I do not. I'm not worried about like round tables or circle tables. All of the tables I'm building right now are going to be phased out relatively early on because they're ugly and they suck. And I will not be using them long term, so I'm not concerned about that at all. And as I said, everything gets sold initially. So my carry weight has been decreased a lot. One thing I could do, which will help out a little bit more, is to build storage chest. So for that I need 7 rocks, and I'll be able to put my like logs and planks and rocks in them. Storage chests have a small sphere of influence where you can like craft from them. So keeping storage chests near where your crafting stations are is handy. But for now I'm just going to be putting it in the back of the shop. Do you have to put a market item for sale? Everything is for sale. Everything that you put down is for sale. So, no, I don't have to mark anything. Eating some of the honey that I collected. Yeah, everything that you see here is going to be sold. There's no products that you could even put on your table that, like, wouldn't be sold. Alright, the storage chest. And chores chests can also be named, but I'm not concerned about naming them right now. So mostly just putting away the stuff that like weighs a lot. So that I have a lot more carry weight. We need 2 logs, 1 rope. Let's go actually fetch the rope and the logs. Because I do like an illuminated shop. Alright, the rest of the stuff in my inventory doesn't weigh that much, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, starting to look more shop-like, I would say. Now, my sleep meter, as you can see above my stamina meter, is climbing. But I would very much prefer to fully mine out this mine so that it respawns in like 2 or 3 days. Rather than mine it out tomorrow and to push the respawn timer back. So I'm just going to push myself tonight. Bit of a grind mindset, but you know. Needs to be done, needs to be done. So coal is a very efficient fuel source for smelters. I'm not going to worry about mining the stone here. I've got better things to do. And here is some... Oh, enemies. If you try to kite them too far, they will reset and become invulnerable, which is what that yellow health bar was. Oh, I didn't mean to pick a fight with both of you. And if I had better weapons and better armor, I could tank them better. And the monsters will drop like iron ingots, health potions, arrows, other weapons. You know, there's loot. Above my health meter, or sleep meter, is also the, in order to fix this, I need to get a lever. Find a lever by, like, mining stuff. Is my experience for leveling up. And the poisonous mushrooms in here are part of an alchemy recipe, so I'm grabbing them as well. And yes, they also respawn. I'm a little hurt. I'm hurt enough, I probably can't fight both of you. There we go, my health regenerated. Perfect. I can take you out now. Now, you can open your shop once a day, but you can open it up almost any time of day. So you can open it up first thing in the morning, you can open it up at night. It will eventually close, so I don't advise you waiting till almost end of day to open up your shop, because it will probably limit the amount of customers that actually physically get to you before the shop is closed. But, and then the King's representative where you pay taxes to also is not open 24 hours a day either. Whereas Gooby is. So Gooby is ready to take your trash 24/7, 365. He's one hell of a dedicated sanitation worker. So just keep that in mind when planning your day. If you are trying to schedule out your time. Some things are time limited, some are not. So as you can see, the portal just closed at 10 p.m. or 22 o'clock. Alright, I have a whole inventory full of metal-y stuff, right? The best thing I can do, in my opinion, is to invest in myself initially, i.e., improving my own tools. Because your tools are what heavily dictates the speed at which you advance. So, to that end, I want to make myself an iron hammer, an iron pick. I want to make myself an iron axe, but I just ran out of logs. And then all the tools that I'm not using, I can just line my shelves with and sell. Because the early game, I'm not too worried about, like, specializing. So I'm not going to worry about, like, oh no, this isn't what I'm trying to sell in the long term, because, like, who cares? I certainly don't. I need that gold. I could build another table. Perhaps that would be wise. Okay, let's get some more wood. And then maybe get to sleep. Because at some point, you know, I'm just gonna, like, pass out, and I don't want that. The better quality tools you have, the more yield you get. So if you take a look at the iron pick, for instance, it has an efficiency of 35 versus 25 of the stone. And then it does actually surprisingly less damage, but it has a higher loot and higher fortune. And fortune is like extra loot. And the same is true of the all tools. So likewise, my iron hammer has a much wider variety of stuff that I can build. So for instance, I can now build a sword rack and a spear rack. A trash barrel. A trash barrel is going to help to cut down the trash accumulation within the shop. Weapon-styled decorations, which I'll also incorporate. Arms and ornamental armor and all sorts of stuff. And I'm going to try to make my shop look like arms and alchemy. It also allows me to make an apothecary table, which is perfect because I want to get involved in that soon. So in terms of the... Here's all the storage stuff, the decorations, the illumination, so new light sources, new crafting tables. So we have a composter for fertilizer, we have a cooking station, we've got the cooking fire, we've got a seed extraction, we've got a juicer, we've got a crusher, pearl extraction, even a better bed if I had the fabric for it, higher quality iron chests, which have a larger range for being able to craft from storage, and then larger farm planters, etc. So investing in your tools is like so important. Okay, I was improving my tools, speaking of which. So let's do I already have the iron pickaxe, so let's do an axe. And a shovel. And a sword. And I'm just about out of iron, so that's as far as I can go for now. I would very much like to, before I go to sleep, get the trash barrel, because the trash barrel actually functions. Where it will, your customers will throw things out in the trash barrel, rather than throw it out on the floor. Which then reduces the amount of, like, sweeping you need to do. There's our little trash barrel. And yeah, let's get to sleep. Alright, I have my first special order. Sadly, your father's past actions have led to a huge debt owed to the king. Luckily for you, you don't have to pay the full amount at once. You will be able to make small payments throughout your journey. Missing a payment will increase the total debt, so you should pay close attention and make sure that you have enough coins in your pocket. The tax collector is the king's right hand and is responsible for collecting taxes from hard-working shopkeepers. If you want to pay your taxes in debt, talk to him between 7 and 17. Alright, let's take a look at the special order. You want sticks, and you want planks. Now, things like special orders do not relate to your specialization. So if I'm delivering in special order sticks and planks, it does not mean that people that are coming to my shop will want sticks and planks. So it's a good way to earn some extra experience and reputation, or experience and money rather, without screwing up your specialization. So there's a small benefit to that. Alright, before we open for the day, I would very much like to get some additional storage in, because I have more products to sell, and I'm just going to build the cheapest tables for now. Early game, it's all about efficiency, and then later on we can do beauty. So let's get, that's what, 12 planks? I'll get 15. Ooh, found a coin. And although it's a little annoying to do it every time, replant. The other thing I want to do is to sell all that I can. Sorry, cows. Sell all that I can to the tax collector using the king's daily budget. Oh, and the king even has a gift for me. Oh, what a benevolent king. Magnanimous. So every now and then the king will offer a gift. And we go, and I was coming over here anyway, so this is perfect. Collect the gift. Just make sure you have inventory space for it. So, king's gift. Cheese and an egg. Oh, you're giving me an egg in this trying time. Lovely. Quick sale. I'm going to sell 23 worms and 9 larvae and 6 bones. And then with that money, I'm going to buy farming land. So I have 17 coins to my name. But buying farming land is something that I would advise you to do pretty early on. So big picture here, and I suppose this could be stipulated as a spoiler, although I don't feel it's that spoily. Some resources are very low quantity in the valley, like leather, as I was mentioning. Some resources are somewhat plentiful, but you're going to want more of, like iron, right? Like, I've already collected all the iron that I have available to me for the next 3 days already, and I've used it up already. And then some resources are, like, nearly infinite, which would be, like, farming stuff. So, you can ranch animals, you can ranch chickens, and pigs and cows, and chickens for eggs and feathers, pigs for meat, sheep for wool, cows for milk, and there's tons of enclosures everywhere. And then the farming land that we just bought is this plot here, and if you want to plant seeds and grow your own vegetables, this is the perfect place to do it. And this area is where we can ramp up alchemy. So essentially what I'm trying to say is there's a very somewhat finite amount of there's a finite amount of iron that I'm going to have available to me, and what we can do is we can buy from the management table, and we can purchase from the traveling merchant. But essentially, it's very hard to invest time into gathering those resources, because at some point you just won't have, you only have a certain amount of stock that you can even buy. So I will be focusing on armor smithing because it was the highest voted specialty that you guys opted to vote on prior to the stream. But I do suspect I'm going to be doing a lot of alchemy as well. And I'm going to be doing a lot of alchemy because there's only so much armor smithing that you can do a day, other than like making a bajillion wooden swords. So wooden swords are one of the exception, because like you could just keep making more wooden swords, I suppose. And I'm putting my old tools for sale. Basically everything's for sale. And there's a lot more stuff for people to buy now, because we have dramatically expanded our wares. Alright, I'm going to clean up the farmland and get things sown before I open up the shop. Because the sooner I start sowing crops, the sooner we will have yield. With that said, actually, maybe I'll do the land clear and then open up the shop, because I just realized I'm not really gonna have the money for buying seeds. So we're gonna need proceeds from our daily sales for that. I'm also getting encumbered. Oh, we're almost done cleaning it up. Oh, that's a fallen tree. Oops. Another thing that I prefer to do is I prefer to have my crafting outside in the farming area rather than the basement. I find it inconvenient to have to travel to the basement through what is essentially like a load door every time. So before we open shop for the day, I'll be doing that as well. Okay, my inventory is cleared up enough. So before we open, I'm going to take out my hammer and hold X to move. And you can move stuff between the basement and the outside just one at a time. And before I get really over-invested into building up the basement with all the crafting tables, let's just get them all moved so that it's not annoying. Also keep in mind that there are storage chests here, and things stored in the chests can be used for crafting. So positioning your crafting stuff near these racks is ideal. I don't, however, have the nails to rebuild this at the moment because nails cost iron. But actually, I think I have one iron ingot, so maybe I can rebuild one of those racks, and that would be convenient. But first, I want to move the crafting bench and the saw bench as well. And that also means that I'm like essentially abandoning the basement. I don't intend to be down there anymore. Bye, basement. If you're wondering what's in the back of the basement, it's content that hasn't been introduced yet. I will read the notice that that it says, though. I thought I had an ingot on me. A big ingot. Was there one in the chest that I left over here? Nope. Never mind. The traveling merchant will probably have ingots for me. and I'll just buy it from him. This is the basement's storage room. And then this. The basement was once connected to the shafts of the mine, creating a labyrinth network beneath our very shop. Due to the presence of a mysterious enemy, I've felt it best to seal the path between our basement and the mine. At some point, you'll venture into the depths of the mine to gather ore and gold using Archibald's entrance. You'll be able to uncover a way to unlock the seal. That is not in the game yet. But the mine expands a lot. It's just not the seal part. Okay, nearly ready to open for the day. Let's do it. You ready, Yoda? And I'm gonna eat the cheese. Are there any consequences outside of not being able to sprint when encumbered? Nope. That's basically the consequence. And yeah, look at the amount of goods we are selling today. That's quite a lot. Anything I can do to pretty up? I'm good for now, maybe. I'll just stand here with my sword out. That will be very welcoming, I think. The better your shop becomes, the more it will be targeted by thieves. Thieves come into your shop disguised as normal customers. They will pick products and pretend to pay and run to the portal right after getting in front of the measurement table. You can tell a thief is present in the shop by looking at Henry the cat, who will stay inside the shop and display an anger emote if he senses a thief near him. The best way to deal with thieves is to hit them with your broom, so to make sure to keep your inventory when the shop is open. If you manage to catch the thief, they'll drop a pouch of what they stole, and Henry has the special power to be able to detect thieves. So if we start to see angry emotes off of Yoda here, or Henry, we'll know. What you got for me? You've got carrot seeds, coal, wool. I'm going to buy the wool. I'm going to buy the leather. Oh, you know what? I don't have a lot of money yet. So I'll buy as much as I can until we make some sales. Okay, there's a thief. Henry just looked pissed. So one of these people are thieves. Agnes, you want cheese and pumpkin? I don't have that, so pay and get lost. When you're in your inventory like this, time slows down, but it doesn't technically stop. So keep that in mind. Did I turn in the blank quest? Not yet. Who's gonna be a thief? Is it her? Yep! Boom! Got you. Now give that back. Thank you, Henry. Alright, you want that stuff? Nope, sorry. Bye. And I'll never come back here. So he was pissed as I didn't have what he was looking for. It's possible that, I suppose it's possible that, that the traveling merchant was selling it, but given the amount of money that I have, I don't think I'd be able to afford it all the same. Thank you for your patronage and farewell. All right, so 2 planks. Let's turn those in. No one threw trash out. Okay. And then I am going to start farming for alchemy. And I also gonna want to get an alchemy bench going as well. Oh, I have a special new order just as I turn that one in for a wooden hammer. Did anyone buy my wooden hammer? Oh, you know what? I didn't have a wooden hammer here. I had a stone hammer. So let's go ahead and make a wooden hammer for that special order. Easy enough. I need logs and sticks. Got it. Now the storage containers can only be stored on the shelves. So I can't move over storage until I've repaired those shelves over there. So the farming area is great. I prefer to do my work over here, but it does have that disadvantage of not having local storage, at least initially. Now, I can remedy that by using the money, the very little money that I have, to put in a special order for iron ore. And I think I'm going to do that out of convenience. So here's my first order item. I'm going to buy... You know, before I do that, I'm going to go over to the king's tax table and see if I can make any quick sales. Sell them some worms or whatever, so that I can order more ore. Hey, Ferdinand. Right, quick sale. Take my Deadeye and my worms and my larva. Oh, you know, King's budget for today is 0, isn't it? Never mind. King ain't having none of this. Now, if you're wondering, little spoiler, there is other gold out here. You can explore the map tile. So this is where you fish, and this is the person that, like, helps you fish. So she sells fishing rods and stuff related to fishing. And you can see where you would do your fishing. But there is a lot of, like, points of interest around here that, and some of which can net you gold. It's worth noting. I could also make money off of Gooby, so let's go ahead and turn over our trash to Gooby. I have 2 bags of trash, might as well. He's not going to give me a lot of gold for it, but still, it doesn't hurt. There we go, 36 coin. Is fishing fun? Now here's the thing, it's like a joke of my channel that I don't fish, so I can't answer that. Ronald, you need to leave the valley as they are looking for us. I know you're a beginner in the field of thievery, so please don't forget our most important rule. Bury the stash and hide any path that could lead to it. I know we can count on you. P.S. Burn this letter. Thieves nearby, huh? This looks like a well-trodden path, doesn't it? Oh, look, the idiot left a path. Stone sword, stone shield, arrows, coin pouch, coins, and a locked chest. Thank you, Ronald. Of coin. Hey, I'm not poor anymore. Sorry, pigs. So pigs just give meat. It's very easy to feed yourself in this game. Like, the game has bushes and pigs and cows and apple trees and lemon trees. I mean, it's... If you're struggling to feed yourself, you ain't playing right. So, massacring some pigs is just a daily occurrence. I don't see any deer up there because they wouldn't have respawned just yet. So let's get back to working on alchemy. Now that I have a little bit more money. Unless I need to poo. Nope, don't need to poo yet. So I was going to put in a special order for some iron ore. Because it's going to be cheaper than the iron ingots. Let's put in an order for... $14. And they will show up in my mailbox here when they arrive. In the meantime, I would like to get an alchemy or apothecary table up. And I'll put that here next to these shelves. And for that, we need 2 empty bottles. And then I'm also going to want a seed extraction table. I'll stick that here. And that's so that we can turn vegetables and fruit into their constituent parts. So I'll take the 2 wheat I have and turn it into 6 wheat seeds. What else are we going to initially want? Composter would be good, but I don't have the nails yet. And then we're going to want the box planter. If I want soil, we're going to need to go dig up some good soil. So let's, where is the soil? Yeah, there it is. Let's go dig us up some fine soil for that. And again, basically everything respawns. All right, looking good. Got a decent amount of soil. And what I intend to plant is going to be crops related to alchemy. The other thing I'm going to want is sand for the bottles, right? Because I need 2 glass bottles for alchemy, and then plus alchemy is going to need bottles. This was a bit of a stumper for me initially. You get sand by digging in the pond, as you can see, but there isn't like a sand icon here, so you just need to know to go to the pond. I'm already encumbered, so I might as well just like fill my inventory with a ridiculous amount of sand. Good kitty. I'll make 100 bottles. Oh, I need more fuel. All right, let's add, I'll just make 2 bottles for now. I'll do a bigger batch later on. So here's the apothecary table. A health potion small is a water bottle and beetroot. A large is a water bottle, 3 beetroot. We've got a hunger potion, which is raw meat, apple, egg in a water bottle. We've got thirst potion, which is cucumber and water. Chili. So this is a stamina potion. It's chili and water. Fatigue potion, which restores hunger, thirst, and stamina, which is cherry, chili, raw meat, water bottle. Poison, which is poisonous mushrooms and water. I have 12 poisonous mushrooms, so I could make 4 of those already. And then the smell potion, make you less smelly, which is water, herbs, and roots. Let's make some poison to sell at our shop. We're gonna need a few more water bottles that I smelted, and then we need to fill them up at the well. If I hold X, I fill all of them. So now I have 5 water bottles, and 4 of them will become poison. Awesome. Don't drink the poison, because it's just 100% death. I like how the game's just like, alright, what does the poison bottle do? 100% death. Make no mistake, this kills you. Okay, next step. Let's put some of the extra weight away. I did want to grab fuel. What is weighing me down so much? I don't even know. Here. Sell the spear. Sell arrows. Health potion. God, I am so overweight. Alright, so the next thing I want to build is probably the farm plots, and I'll need logs and planks for that. So logs, planks. I have enough for 2 of these. And I'll deposit some of the other stuff to lower my weight. I think it's the soil that's... Oh no, it's the sand. I did dig up a ridiculous amount of sand. That's on me. Well, let's see. I will build another chest. There we go. Now my carry weight's like more manageable. Thank you for tuning in to Cozy Keep, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow medieval merchants.